Choose wisely.
Alright, here we go. POL versus Team 5 today. This is the Gamereplays Invitational tournament only. Before we start getting into everything, we're just going to give you a little bit of a backstory here. In the last match they played in our Gamereplays 14th Invitational, or not Invitational, 14th tournament, we saw POL upset Team 5 in the semifinal game to move on to the finals and face We Heart Pigs. It cost Team 5 in this tournament because it moved them down to the second seed instead of the first seed. But we'll see what happens here. Our analysis on Gamereplays.org predicts that Team 5 is going to win this series 2-1. So we'll see how that goes. And now going into the lineups here, we got Bans, Plague Rider, Andromeda, Accursed, D-Sham, Hellbringer, and Engineer, all banned. And as you see the picks here for the Hellborn side by Team 5, that's Ophelia, Pyromancer, Corrupted Disciple, Magnus, and Soul Stealer. And for this POL team on the side here, we have Blacksmith, Witch Slayer, Kronos, Forsaken Archer, and Zephyr on the Legion. And we're about to start. This tournament is sponsored by S2 Games, Gamereplays Invitational Tournament. Top 8 teams here. This is our second seeded Team 5, and I believe POL is our 4th or 5th seed team. They're kind of on this like dream team streak. They beat FNR earlier in the first round, so that could give them a little bit of confidence, as well as might be able to show their caliber now. Team 5 kind of just got an easy roll stomp over GG7. So they're coming off with a little bit of confidence, but I mean, it's almost as if they just played a pub stomp 2 games and then they advanced. So we'll see how this goes. I believe the POL side here is just looking to turtle. They have 3 carries, Forsaken Archer, Kronos, and Zephyr. Kronos and Zephyr both reworked though. You can now move around in Kronos' ultimate. Zephyr's got a whole new ultimate rework. So we'll see how that pays off for him, but at the same time, it looks like Team 5 might try a push strategy. They got Ophelia, so I'm guessing either they're going to use her to gank a lot early, or we might see her as just like strong push power. So here we go. Let's see if we can get you some lane distribution here. And Ophelia's going top, obviously. Jungling, most likely as well. She bought Courier and Wards, and she did get Command level 1, so she's going to be jungling right off the bat. Soul Stealer is going to be in the mid. Corrupted Disciple going top, and that leaves their hard lane down bottom, Magnus and Pyromancer, to counter this Zephyr, who will most likely be in the forest. But we see POL moving up top here now. 4 people going to be covering that top rune, so we're going to see a first blood most likely. We got pings in their forest though, up by that top creep spawn, so they might move up there. Kronos heading bottom or mid. Trying to tell here. Let's see, here we go now. 3 Legion players in this top Hellborn forest. Up there we got Blacksmith, who's got a stun, Forsaken Archer's hold, and then Witch Slayer can back it right up with a stun as well. It looks like they're going in to put the wards, but 3 players in there. So they definitely have the ability to get this first blood, no problem. And there's Ophelia, but just throwing down a ward. Looks like they got some vision there though on Ophelia, and they see the ward, so that's going to be counter warded very soon, I'm guessing. Invisibility in the mid. So this is a little bit odd. We have Zephyr solo bottom, Kronos solo mid, Forsaken Archer, Blacksmith, and Witch Slayer all up top right now. Alright, here we go. Blacksmith, Witch Slayer heading mid. Blacksmith with the invisibility rune, so he's gonna try and gank this Soul Stealer. Witch Slayer sitting nearby. Kronos is in the mid, getting a lot of creep kills and denies. Soul Stealer not even moving in at all. I think if I was this POL side, I'd have Witch Slayer back up, which they did. There goes Witch Slayer backing off a little bit there. Blacksmith still waiting for that stun. There's the stun from Witch Slayer. They're not gonna follow it up yet with Blacksmith's stun. And we might see Zephyr go down as 3 Hellborn players are in the bottom forest. Here comes Ophelia through the back, already with a Minotaur. There's the stun on the Minotaur. Magnus missing his stun. And they're going to back off, but that kind of did reveal Ophelia is in their jungle. I'm pretty sure if Magnus had hit that stun, it would have been first blood easy on Zephyr right there. Blacksmith and Witch Slayer still roaming in that mid for the Legion. There's Kronos' leap, but it's not going to do anything. So he's still in there. Blacksmith is still there. There goes the Invis rune. Ophelia still down bottom. Here comes the Minotaur again, round 2. Magnus trying to get his stun off. Zephyr is now down by the tower. There's the stun from the Minotaur, but they're not going to follow it up. Ophelia lost, losing the Minotaur. Here comes Blacksmith and Witchslayer, though, down from the mid. And we might see Ophelia go down as she sees Blacksmith, but she has more initial movement speed than those two, so we're going to see some backups here from these three. So it is a 3v3 in this bottom lane. Forsaken Archer up top against Corrupted Disciple, and in the mid Soulstealer versus Kronos, which is kind of interesting. But his rewind can heal. It heals him up now, so it's also useful as well. We see a ward down in the back of the Legion's lane by KT. That's pink Ophelia, to kind of just see if they're creep pulling, and which they are. I'm guessing that's going to be used more for later game though, because I'm pretty sure Witchslayer or Blacksmith's gonna go top, or Zephyr in the jungle, creep pulling. They're gonna try and pull off a gank there. Kronos is getting sort of beat down by this Soulstealer now that Blacksmith and Witchslayer are gone though. Although he does have 11 creep kills, overpowering Angry Testy as Soulstealer. But I believe that's gonna swing very quickly here as range versus melee, and then Kronos. And here we go, Blacksmith now moving in. There's Pyromancer. I don't think he got any sight there, so they might see a gank. And down bottom, Zephyr getting free farm, pretty much. Blacksmith diving too early, then, and Pyro and Magnus are going to back up. Ophelia in the top. There's pings. So Forsaken Archer's going to back up. I'm not too sure what they're trying to do with this Blacksmith here. He's just been sitting down in the jungle for quite a bit. It's going to cost him EXP and levels, and gold. Sorry, as the Hellborn's already up by 300 EXP and almost 500 or so gold. So they're starting to lose an advantage here by having this Blacksmith kind of roam around like that. But he did pick up an Invis rune, and we might see him and Kronos gank in the mid. So here he goes now. Blacksmith moving in. There's the slow. There's the stun. There's Kronos' leap, getting some auto attacks. They might be able to bring him down. Kronos tower diving though. There's the Bloodlust on Kronos, but Blacksmith's gonna try and snag Soulstealer. But now he's going down to the tower. Soulstealer with the nuke. There it is, double kill for Soulstealer in the mid. That's Angry Testy snagging an early double kill and Bloodlust. So he's got a lot of gold. That's gonna spike up really good there. And down bottom as well, Wildebeest getting a kill. That's Magnus getting a kill on Witchslayer. So that's 3 kills for the Hellborn. Zephyr trying to escape. There's the stun from Magnus though. Stun from Pyromancer, a few more auto attacks. There's double kill down bottom as well. Pyro getting that second kill. So it's 4-0 now in Team 5's favor here. Blacksmith down bottom. Full HP though. Soulstealer's moving in the river. He's gonna grab a haste rune, bottle that, I believe. Yep, he's gonna bottle that. And then he's probably going to try and gank with it, as Ophelia's coming into the mid with a Minotaur. So we might see a stun and then just kind of some DPS ownage there from Soulstealer. And here she comes around now, over by the tower. Kronos leaping in though to try and harass a little bit, but that's going to cause him to be too far in. Now getting some auto attacks. Here comes the Minotaur in the back lane. Kronos is going down again because Soulstealer popped his haze. One more attack. There it is. Triple kill now for Angry Testy. That is Soulstealer. And down bottom, Zephyr trying to get Pyro. But nothing. Blacksmith canceling his stun there. And now Ophelia moving into the bottom jungle. That's the Legion's jungle, snagging a Catman. So we might see a gank down bottom as well. As she does have a stun and a little bit of a nuke there from the Catman. But Blacksmith, Witchslayer, and Zephyr are all there. And Magnus sees Blacksmith. Ophelia is coming now. And we're going to see this confrontation here. There's the Minotaur. There's the Catman damage. There's the Minotaur stun. Blacksmith's going to get soloed by Ophelia. And there it is. Blacksmith soloed by Ophelia in the bottom jungle there. That's Backstabber going down. That is POL's Blacksmith. Witchslayer, Zephyr down there again alone. This is not looking good for this POL team now, down 6-0. Here comes a Minotaur dive on Zephyr.